Welcome to season 2, episode 5 of Did We Make Ourselves Clear? I'm your host, River, and we're back to share with you everything between love, life, and everything in between. We have a fantastic guest with us. I want to send some shouts out to Kyle. We want to send him a high vibrations. He will not be on the show.
High vibrations.
However, I do have Bill with me today.
Hey, good to be back.
And of course, KP.
You know how it is. You know what it is. 314 represent, man. You know, I want to just say what's up to all of our viewers out there. And, you know, we got a special show for you again, because we got a special guest in the building. Sitting here to my left is a guy that's from all sides of the game, somebody that I know, somebody I'm very proud to be a collaborating artist with. You know, we got the hot song, got Hustle the Man, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he brought me that fire. I just want to bring to the building Yungg Tizzy, man. Represent, man. Welcome to the show.
What's going on? I want to say thank you. I'm gratefully honored to be here with you guys.
You did. Man, you're doing some of everything, man. You're a hip-hop artist, for one. You're a songwriter, producer, engineer, graphic designer, music manager, and not to mention a great father, because I do know that about this guy. He has some excellent kids, man. They're performers, and you know what I'm saying? Just hats off to you, brother, for being a representation of what we need to be seeing out here and doing that hip-hop thing, man. I'm really, flattered to have you on the show today, bro.
Likewise, I appreciate it. It goes back the same way. Like I say, I only try to be around positive people that can teach me stuff and I can learn from as well, and teach them stuff as well. You know, because we different generations, you know what I'm saying? But we all have the same goals, and that's to achieve the greatest person that we can be in life.
Man, that's real. They say if you're the smartest dude in the room, you need to get in a new room. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
You know, speaking of something KP said, and you know, family and that connection. So before we even get to the music, I know you had a really just life-changing experience of you rushed into a burning building, I know, to save your family. And can you tell us about that experience and how it kind of shaped your life?
Well, it was just like, I feel like the Most High put us all in situations to see if we can overcome, and we tested the ways that we'd never think that we'd be tested. And it was just one of those days where my music probably was taking over me being in my children's life, because every day I was doing a show. I'm out here trying to do this, trying to do what I'm trying to do and do this. And it was like I say, everything happened in threes. So I was doing a show one day, and my daughter was like, somebody playing with Fire Daddy, Woo Wah Wham, and I'm like, nah, because ain't no lighter around, they too little, ain't no way they even have that, thinking she just pulling my leg trying to be around. So I was like, I blew her off. So I went back to the car. That was the first time, and I was looked at my shoes, at my jacket, I don't know what it was, and I'm like, I'm finna change my thing, and that was the Most High saying, go back in there. So I went there the second time. My daughter added it again. Daddy, they playing with her. You better go look at them. I'm like, hey, quit playing with me. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Blew them off again. So I went back in the car third time. I'm like, dang, whatever I changed didn't go with whatever I changed. So I'm like, let me go and change again. You know what I'm saying? I just like, everything got to be perfect. And then once again, that's that man above telling me, hey, slow down. So I went there the third time. My daughter like, Daddy, they playing with fire and it's lit now. So I'm
not
like,
in a good way.
Whoa.
And like, not in a good way.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, let me go see. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't saying this for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I went down there. I'm talking about the fire was like small, like, you know, the Who Horton's Who's, where they was all on the little thing. So that's how small the little fire was. So I moved a little thing, because we was putting a booth in my mama's basement. There was a bar down there, so we was insulating the top of the bar to make that a closed-in booth. So we had went to whatever they was playing with, or whatever, the installation was lit. So it was like a little small thing and a little thing. So I moved.
So it was like electrical fire or something?
No, they was playing with the lighter.
They was playing with the light flat out.
And lit something and thought it was out, basically, because it was
so
in all that.
Wow.
And so when I moved the little part of the installation, I'm what just said, woof. So I ran upstairs, and my mama, she old school, so she got the pail in a sink that she washing. So I try to fill that mud up with water. So I'm running down there with the water, but by me going from the sink to the water and trying to run down there, the water falling every time I get there. So I get to the spot, throw the water on there, it just I'm like, I just start crying.
Oh,
like I cannot save my mama house. Let me go and get up out of her. So I went outside, looking around, count my kids, like 1, 2, 3. I got 4 kids.
Yeah.
I'm 1, 2, 3.
Man, I empathize.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That third time went in. They like, bro, I don't know how you seen with you. I'm like, it ain't about how. It's about what I knew my destiny was to do. You know what I'm saying? What my goal was, and that's how I am today. When I have a goal, I try to stick to it.
Man, I had a house fire back in 2000. And I can relate, dog.
Yeah,
it's do or die no situation. That's some scary stuff.
And it's something you don't. It's something that you don't. Like I tell people, you can make your mouth say a billion words, but you will never know what you will do until you have to do it.
Exactly. So how's that experience impact you today?
Oh well, it really wasn't a big impact to me because I always been a person like if it was anybody in there, I would have went in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm always been that type of person. I'm fearless to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? To a fearless, but I'm not dumb. You know,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I done been the person that put the gun out on me on Delmore coming from work, and he wanted my shoes. He didn't want the money. He wanted my shoes. Like, bro, no, you not about to get my shoes.
Exactly. Now you barefooted up out here.
Right. Like,
right.
So he hit me in my back with the gun. Like, I ain't playing. I'm like, all right, bro, you can get this money, bro. I'm not gonna walk all the way home barefooted, bro, for some shoes, bro. Like, no.
Man, so that's like another day in St. Louis, unfortunately, man. You grow up where we grew up at. But switching gears a little bit, man, what was it that got you interested in the music, man? You know what I'm saying?
Well, music, I always been like a comedian. I always like to talk. You know what I'm saying? So my kid's mother, brother was a friend of mine, and they was into the music or whatever and making beats. And they was like, bro, you should start making beats, bro. I think you would be cool. And I was like, I'm good at anything I do, but let me take you up on this offer. And when I started doing that, it brought us together as young men trying to do something positive, and it kept me out of trouble because I always had a job. I was working. When I was 14, I had a worker's permit. I used to work on the McDonald's boat. So your hustle second to none, bro. Take out the people's trash in the neighborhood. I always try to find something to occupy my time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
so that was a deficit. So it was
much respect for that, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. So the music
but I got another question, dog. When do you find time out of doing all this stuff you do to sleep?
That's one thing. I've never been a sleepful person. You know what I'm saying?
The true story, man. I'm only teasing Tizzy because, you know, he'll call me at 3 a.m. with an idea. You know what I'm saying? Or it'll start at 5 a.m. and he's already in the thick of what he's been doing. I'm just not. Man. Hey, hustle mode.
Yeah, the brain never died though. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when my body shut down, I be down. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to wake me up.
Right.
Lord.
Like get that sleep. Like Lord gonna make you get that sleep
for sure.
Well, we're talking about the music and that too. Who would you say some of their influences are?
Guys like y'all, people like y'all. You know what I'm saying? They push me when I'm doing good. Push me when I'm doing bad. You know what I'm saying? Encourage me to do better. I think he is
referring to musicians like other artists.
Like your sound.
Yeah, who inspires your sound?
Well,
you grew up on who you think may have shaped that?
Well, I'll say probably Do or Die.
Okay.
Tupac for sure.
Of course.
All right,
A-Ball, MJG.
That's
just like
on my.
That's just like when I was in grade school. So when I really got into music, nobody. I never really listened to the radio unless I'm riding with somebody. So I was not influenced with nobody else sound but mine once I got into the game.
Right.
So I started off making beats. So I used to make my own beats, write my own lyrics, drop it on SoundCloud, get my kids, have them do a tag. You know what I'm saying? Just to give me encouragement and a different sound to elevate my what I want to say, my production skills.
Got you.
So what would you say your sound is? If you had to describe somebody gonna pick up a Tizzy. Tizzy sauce. Describe what does
What's
Tizzy sauce
Tizzy
taste
sauce?
like?
Yeah, what is that?
Describe the ingredients.
It's a lot of love.
Okay.
A lot of what I want to say, uncommon words I try to use. I try to stay away from nursery school words. I try to make sure my vocabulary is more than a cuss word.
Got you.
When you come from the hood where I'm from, every word gonna be a cuss word. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It's formatted in us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a format. You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay around. I try to make none of my songs a cuss word. Even when I freestyle now today, I try not to curse.
Okay.
That's like one of my biggest things, and I try to use different words, and I try to make that word make the other word sound better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's real.
Capitalize.
So for those who are just tuning in, we are here with Yungg Tizzy. He is telling us about his life story so far, and we are really enjoying what he has to say. I want to shout out for those who are actually on, who's been commenting. I want to shout out Unique. Thank you for commenting. Eve's Nectar, welcome to the room. And for those who are, let's continue on with the interview. We have some more questions for you. So my question for you is, what is some of your current projects that you're working on as an artist?
Well, I have a single out called She Got It. It's doing good right now. And then I got another single out called and that's another thing. I got so many songs. I don't be knowing the names.
Is there a channel or something? YouTube?
Yeah, tell people, where do we hear it? Where can we hear
do we find you at?
You got to inbox me for these songs right now.
Okay.
You're getting a personal connection.
Yeah, I'm giving out too much drip, and it's too easy to get my music. So right now, I'm trying to boss up.
What about your young worlds though? What do they got something that you want, to put it out to the public?
BRG everywhere. We performing every day. So basically, BRG is Bankroll Gang. So that's basically my kids,
man.
Oh.
And my nieces and nephews. So basically, my son Bankroll Tay, he made the group up. So he engineered them. He make their beats and everything for them. So
he's Tizzy Junior, basically.
All right.
So we
big shout out to Bankroll Tay.
Very nice.
So we got video on YouTube called Life on the Line.
Okay.
I'm featured on his song. I've been hosting events like crazy.
Tell them about the open mic night, man. Big shout out to Zoe, man. And all you guys, man.
So we got an event coming up tomorrow, and I'm gonna have brought to you by Zoe Wonder. They're gonna fly right there.
So
Cal Dawson, so he's a guy that was a part of Murder Inc. label. So I've been working with him for the last 4 months, I want to say. I met him twice. I met like 6 or 5 celebrities through him. Had opportunity to go open up for Lil Boosie last month.
How was that?
I ain't take it. So like I say, I'm like a gatekeeper. So I just reached that opportunity out for other people who wanted to do that experience for them, because I feel like I'm more developed than just to be spending my money for that, and I'm trying to provide for my team. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I could dig it. It seems like you always trying to help somebody else along your travels, man. But what takeaways would you want listeners to gain from, the Yungg Tizzy listening experience?
Just stay positive. The grind and the attitude I have to never let nothing stop you. You know what I'm saying? We can be broke, but we can't be broken. You know what I'm saying? We can be.
I like that. You say we could be broke, but we can't be broken. I could dig that.
We can be bent, but we won't be bent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can bend, but we won't be bent. You know
right.
Little stuff. We break boundaries. What I say, we break boundaries. If you say that 3 times 5, I'm a cash.
That's like DJ Quick, dang damage. Brain damage.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, we like the harder way. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I like doing stuff the harder way. I feel like anything too easy, you're not gonna strive harder to get it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes too easy, it's like me. That's why I know so many crafts. Like when I do it that first day, I mentally be like, I got that down packed. Let me go to something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Get
come back to
laxed on
that.
him. Right.
Speaking of your skill sets,
Mhm.
is there one specific or aspect that you like that you favor more?
Talking to people.
Okay. I like that. I like
That's
that.
good.
I'm very talkative. I'm
Yeah,
like
he got
motivative.
1,000
I'm like a
words.
humanitarian. I can make you laugh. I can make you cry. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
clearly
can
he's a
encourage you.
comedian too, because he be making folks laugh all the time, man. I seen him in some of the boards and stuff we've done events in. He just take the mic and then get the crowd totally loose. You know what I'm saying, with some humor, and that's big up to the guys that can do that, man. It take a lot of skills, mentally to do that. But could you tell me a little bit about your record company, Star Shotz Records and Pit Boy Music?
Oh, well, Star Shotz Record was basically a branch off of somebody just into my music. So it's not really up and running right now. I think he got some things going on. But like I said, I'm back everybody up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can't let nothing stop us.
What's up with
we
Pit
got to
Boy?
keep going. Pit Boy
You
Music.
say that all the time.
Chris Amo, I've been knowing him for like 5 or 6 years. So I actually called him to manage me. And he like, bro, you don't need no manager, bro.
Right, you are a manager.
You are a manager.
I'm like, all right, well, let me be your artist. He like, bro, you don't need to be nobody artist, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need to really just know the game and know each aspect of the game, so you can know, like, oh, do I want to be an artist? Do I want to work this hard? Do I want to be a manager? Do I want to work
you make
this hard?
yourself
You
an
know what I'm
asset,
saying?
dog. Because if you learn every part of a industry or any type of skill set, then that means that you're marketable.
Right.
And you can always move up. You never need work.
And that's what he told me. So that's why I give Chris Amo big ups.
Big shout out.
He said, I'm gonna make you an A&R. You know what an A&R is? I'm like,
Artist
yes and no.
repertoire.
You know what I'm saying? I do A&R work, but I don't know specifically what it is.
You know you're doing.
Broke it down to me like, you get paid this much, you don't have to do this. And I'm like, bro, nobody never told us
It speaks to
this.
that versatility.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason we call this all sides of the game.
All sides.
You wear many, many different hats. You want to tell us a little bit about, some of the different hats you wear in the music business and how you got into them and maybe what you enjoy about them.
Oh,
Why
well,
that versatility is important. You know what I'm saying?
well, like I say, I started off as a producer. So a producer is the head of, basically a producer is, let me break it down to you then. I started off in building through carpentry. So I went to school for plastering at Job Corps. I've been working on houses ever since I was 8. I built
Shout out to Job Corps.
the whole, my little street. We built all those houses from the ground up. So I can build a house from the ground up. I know the schematics of doing that. So with that, it just showed me how to, everything takes a strong foundation to be built up.
Clearly.
So, like I said, I started off making beats. And then once like I said, the first day, my partner showed me how to make the clamps and put the hi-hats and everything. He like, everything else is on you. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. And I learned that in like a week. Then I said, well, dang, I got the beats. I ain't got no artists. I'm like, forget it. I'm finna start rapping. And I started rapping. And then I'm like, oh, this don't sound that good. So that made me be an engineer.
So everything seemed like it's coming out of necessity.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Basically, it all came from wanting to do something and never had help to do it as efficiently as I could do it for myself.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Basically.
And not to mention, he wears his own designer hats too.
Oh, yeah.
To go with the mini hats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do clothes.
Kid be fresh, man.
Design, that's another
Kid be
skill.
fresh,
Right.
man. That's for the dope prom we had. It was some fly swag.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for
See,
sure.
this dude right here, I don't even really got to say nothing. I can just have him talking about enemy.
So what makes you excited about the St. Louis music industry? I mean, St. Louis music scene.
Well, see, St. Louis is it's like no other city.
Right.
That's definitely a good
Better
question.
believe that.
It's like no other city, but it's like another city.
Okay.
It's like other cities, whereas we have everything they have. We just don't have that one thing in the pot, which is people who want to see people like me proceed. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody want oh, you an artist, you just gotta be an artist on my label. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to DJ, I don't want you to do
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see nobody progress in a whole foundation.
Right. In a holistic way.
So if I get sick, there's no one else to produce the beats no more. You know what I'm saying? But if
that's true,
they had somebody in the team that can produce and rap when I can't be there, he can be the person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wow.
And
so
that's real in the field.
I'm out here. I'm doing shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying $40. I'm paying $40 a slot for the show, and I'm getting 6 minutes for the slot. And then it's like, what am I getting? I put my time, my energy to make the record. Like, what do I ever get back as an artist? You know what I'm saying? So I got the
get the gratification of seeing you put it on for somebody, and you know, and that's really that good deed. You know what I'm saying? But and you're gonna get that reward.
Right,
Trust.
And me, as knowing every deed that come with it, I had to set a foundation for me to get that in. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give back, and while I'm giving back, I want to make sure what I'm giving back is giving it to the people who's gonna make it come back around.
Tenfold.
Right.
That's really facts.
Definitely.
Man. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Hey, now that he made himself clear.
Or did I make myself clear?
That's right.
Clearly.
That's right. Is there any other things you want to ask, KP?
Man, no, I got one statement though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to check my dude out. You know what I'm saying? He's on my new album, Cognitive Dissonance. He's on track number 3 on Hustle the Man. That's him. He brought all that energy and all that fire. But I did want to ask you, where did you get that from, man? Because I know I already had the track. Hey, big shout out to Daryl Beats Music Group that did the Fly Fire track. But you really did your thing on that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like
check this dude out. He coming up, straight up.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I just was thinking, do you have any closing remarks that you want the listeners to know about you in particular? And even, you know.
Just stay aware, stay alert, and definitely do what you're trying to do. And shout out everybody who tapped in, ANRQ, I heard your name. So that's an ANR that I met off of just the support and show her the ropes of how to do stuff. So definitely shout out everybody that jumped on the live.
That's real.
Basically, I'm just focused and trying to stay focused. And anybody that's focused and want to be on the right path to do what you feel like you want to do, then I'm backing you up 1,000%.
Right on.
Wow.
I got one last question too.
Yeah.
Just, you know, when you look at how you want to leave your mark on the music business, on life, what your final question would be, how do you want to leave your mark on the music scene, on business, etc.?
Actually, I feel like I could never leave a big enough mark, but I already left a mark.
All right.
I love it. I appreciate it. Well, Yungg Tizzy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
It was amazing to have you on the show.
Yeah,
you bring so much energy to our viewers. Be sure to tune in for our next show, which is Monday, March the 29th, for episode 2 of Elections Clarity with Summer Richardson of the St. Louis Board of Elections.
Yeah.
If you're wondering where our audio versions of the podcast are located, please join us on the Patreon. We're at patreon.com/Do We Make Ourselves Clear. This is the way you can support us, our team, and also definitely check us out on SoundCloud at DWMOC. And
clearly we ain't gonna never stop. And I know the Lord ain't brought me this far just to drop us off here. Did we make ourselves clear?